Yo, what is going on, guys? Water Gaming here, and welcome to my FM15 Best 11. I have been searching through my best 2 saves on FM15, and I picked out my best 11 players. It was hard. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how these other YouTubers did it. This is previously done by Completely Chaz, Foxy Plays, and Toxic Lemon, and yeah, I don't know how you guys did it. It was fucking hard, I'm telling you now. Honestly, I had a shortlist of about 50 players. I was looking at it like, how the fuck am I going to close this down to 11 players? But I managed it. I managed it just about. I've had some last minute changes. There's still a couple of players that I wish were in there and aren't. And yeah, it's weird. This is the third time that I've tried recording this, because the first time I recorded it, I managed to waffle on for about half an hour, and yeah, it was too long, and I hate cutting bits out of videos, so yeah, kind of loses that natural flow. Not that my videos have any flow anyway, because I say too many times. But the second time, Miles tweeted me and made the noise, and well, it put me off my trail of thought, so I couldn't put that in the video. I couldn't, no. And now I'm going off on a tangent again. This is why the first video took half an hour. But anyway, yes. So yeah, I felt like Roy Hodgson picking the World Cup squad. I don't know how he does it. Actually, I do know, because there's not that many good English players. But yeah. Best 11. We went through 2 saves. So we went through the Life At save, which actually featured, it featured 4 teams. But we don't really count Guiseley, because we were only there for 2 episodes. And yeah, so we've got the choices of teams from Harrogate, Wickham and Hazen Yedding from that save. And the other save was my offline San Marino save. By the way, if you remember my Life At series, you are an absolute legend. Because, to be fair, even I'd forgotten about it until I started looking through my old saves again. Because for some reason I keep my old saves. I don't know why I do that, but I do. And yeah, looking back through it, actually, I really want to start playing that Life At save again. So you may see a video on it. The York City save, that's dead. It's dead. It's dead. It died before it even started. It was I can't manage York City for some reason, even though I support the club. I'm a massive York City fan, but for some reason just cannot play as them on FM. It just doesn't work. And yeah, so recently I've been playing as Leeds United though. That's going to be my FM16 beta save. Please come out this week, please. Miles, if you're watching, actually you tweet me saying to basically fuck off. So I'm guessing that's still a no. But yes, anyway, let's get straight into it. So the goalkeeper, Chao Secho, Brazilian. Never quite sure how to say his second name. His first name is definitely Chao, as in bye. Is it bye or is it hello? I can't remember. It's something in Portuguese. But yeah, Chao Secho, the first goalkeeper, the first player. He's the first player in the starting 11. He is the goalkeeper. He's a very, very good goalkeeper as well. We had him on loan for, I think, 3 seasons, and then we signed him on a free, which I was very, very happy with. I think we got, I can't remember who it was from. But yeah, very, very good goalkeeper. He made 152 appearances for us, kept 57 clean sheets, which I think is very impressive. Average rating of 6.91, and he conceded 166 goals, though. I think something like 62 of those came in our first season in Serie A, which was like his 5th year at the club, which was absolutely amazing, to be fair. So if you take that away, if you take that Serie A season away, he's basically conceded 102 goals in 119 games. I worked that out all in my head just then. No, I googled it. I didn't Google it. How could I have Googled it? But yeah, I did all the phone calculator stuff earlier. But anyway, he also got one of the man of the match. And the reason I say that the last season shouldn't really count is because he was actually quite unhappy because he wanted to leave to a bigger club. He eventually went to Inter Milan. It was Inter Milan, not AC Milan. He went to Inter Milan for about 500 grand or something, which it wasn't very good. But we had a very good backup keeper anyway. So although he's not doing very good at the moment. But anyway, that's the goalkeeper. Ceausescu, fantastic goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic. Would sign him for any club I played at, really. Just a brilliant, brilliant player. Next up, in defence, we've gone with a 4-4-2, I should say, by the way. So we've got, 4-4-2, which, funnily enough, is the formation that I'm playing in my Wycombe Wanderers save. Anyway, next player, hails from Hazen Yedding. It's the Reece van der Heide. He was still there the last time I checked, which is weird. But yeah, I don't think I brought him in either. But I don't think he starts the game at Hazen Yedding. But anyway, the Reece van der Heide, brilliant fullback. Played very, very well in the season that we got promoted, which was the 2016-17 season, I think. Can't really remember. I think we beat Eastman Borough in the final of the playoffs. But anyway, very good player. He played 75 games for us, scored 4 goals. Average rating of 6.7, which isn't fantastic. Neither was Ceausescu's, actually, but I find with goalkeepers and fullbacks, it is hard to get them very good average ratings, and I'm not 100% sure why. Assists, he got 8, which is actually the most of my defenders, and he got one man of the match, which I should point out, every single player in my starting 11 got at least 1 man of the match. So yes, that's the Reece van der Heide. Hazen Yedding, very good fullback. Would recommend for conference regional level. He's a pretty good fullback. He couldn't quite cut it in the conference premier. I don't think a lot of the players in that save could. There is one that I wish I'd re-signed actually for Hazen Yedding, but I didn't. Anyway, we'll talk about him later. Next up, Michael Benassi from San Marino. Very, very, very good Italian centre-back. We had him on loan for about 4 years, again, just like Ceausescu, and we signed him on actually, he might still be on loan. I can't remember. He's either still on loan with us, or we've signed him on a free. But he's still with us anyway. He's been on loan since the start of the series, I think. Well, save. It was a Twitter save, not a YouTube save. But yeah, he scored 8 goals, which is quite impressive for a centre back. I don't actually score many goals with defenders, although a lot of people do. They just score tons of goals with defenders from corners, and I'm not quite sure how they manage it. But anyway, he got 7.02 average rating. The defence, actually, a lot of the players have quite poor average ratings, but that's because I'm not king at FM. I'm decent. I think we all know. From we all know from the FM division that I'm just not a good player. I'm not very good at FM. But yeah, Michael Benassi, 7.02 average rating. He got 3 assists, which actually they will have all come from corners or free kicks as well. And he got 7 man of the matches, which is quite decent. Which is very, very decent actually. His partner in crime, Aaron Pierre from Wycombe Wanderers. Yeah, very good centre-back. I've seen in a few instances him become kind of a championship defender. Unfortunately, with me at Wycombe Wanderers, he is in the conference. I didn't put Wycombe in the conference, by the way. I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. No, I took over. They were 8th in the conference. I just left bottom of the table, Hazen Yedding. And I just somehow managed to jump up to Wycombe. But yeah, Aaron Pierre, fantastic defender for me. 66 appearances, 3 goals, 7.04 average rating, 4 assists, and 1 man of the match. Very, very, very good player. Our left back then is Mirko Palazzi for San Marino, or from San Marino. But yeah, well, actually he's for and from. Because he is San Marinese, and I think that's partly why I chose him. You know, you've got to have a San Marinese player in the best 11. But yeah, he's actually not bad. We ended up releasing him on a free transfer because he wasn't good enough to play in Serie A. I can't remember who we signed, but we signed a fantastic young left back. But yeah, Mirko Palazzi, unfortunately, surplus to requirements in the end, but a fantastic left back in the lower divisions of Italy. He had his best season in Serie B, I think, which was his second to last season with us. But yeah, 103 appearances, only the 1 goal, 6.99 average rating, 4 assists, and another player with 7 man of the match awards. I really, really liked Mirko Palazzi. I thought he was a fantastic fullback. Very good mentals. I don't think his determination was very good, but he had good teamwork. He had great work rate. Just a brilliant, brilliant player. So next up, we move up to midfield, where we have another San Marino player, actually, Francesco Casola. 108 appearances, 24 goals on the right wing, which is quite impressive for... Oh, no, we were playing him as an inside forward, I think, for quite a while. But yeah, Casola, 24 goals, 7.04 average rating, 27 assists, and 10 Man of the Match awards. Fantastic player. Again, just like Benassi and Ciausetto, we had him on loan for a few years, and he's either still on loan with us or we've signed him on a free. I can't remember which one it is. So, yeah, very, very good player. Moving on to his central midfield partner, Stefano Sensi, another San Marino player. And yes, just as a note, all these San Marino players moved up from Serie C to Serie A together. So we've actually got great team cohesion here already. Stefano Sensi, absolute god. The only player in the in this best 11 that was guaranteed a place. He played 144 games, scoring 17 goals. He had an average rating of 7.12. 37 assists. The man is just a god. And 11 man of the matches. I know a lot of people are looking at me saying 37 assists. That's not actually that many. It's probably more than that actually for all of these players with goals and assists. Because I'm doing it through history, career stats, which I think only shows their league games. Maybe, can't remember. But yeah, it's probably more than that in kind of all competitions and friendlies and whatnot. It's probably way, way, way more than that. But yeah, 11 man of the matches, probably more than that again. But yeah, very good player. His central midfield partner is Harrogate Town's Nicky Featherstone. Now, we unfortunately only had one season with Nicky Featherstone. He left on a free transfer. He went to Bury in League 2 or League 1. I think they were actually in League 1. I think they got promoted first season, and he went to join them. And he's back I think he's back at Histon or something in the Conference South. But yeah, very good player. Very, very good player. More of a defensive player, whereas Stefano Sensi is more attacking. Nicky Featherstone, only 2 goals to his name. He does have 17 assists, though. Average rating of 7.16 and a Man of the Match award. Yeah, I think Nicky Featherstone leaving was part of the reason that I ended up leaving Harrogate, because we just had an awful second season. Whether it was because I didn't strengthen the squad properly, or whether it's just because we didn't, we got lucky first season. Saying that, though, I don't think we could go from playoff finalists to relegation candidates and just be unlucky. Yeah, something definitely went wrong that season, but Nicky Featherstone leaving may have been part of it. But he was a fantastic defensive midfielder who I don't think we properly replaced, and that's why we did so badly that season. But yeah, he was a brilliant player, and actually our highest average rating in midfield. Moving on to our left midfielder, and one of the 2 players that were actually late switch-ins, Marcus Barnes. Pardon me. Replacing Christian Durso quite late on. Very good player. He's with Wycombe Wanderers, and blimey, what was that? Don't know. That was Twitter. I do know. I know exactly what that was. You won't hear that because I'll have silenced it out. But yeah, that was Twitter. You didn't hear a thing, but it was Twitter. Anyway, Marcus Barnes, 68 appearances, 8 goals, which isn't that bad considering he's on wide midfield support. And I tend to have him quite deep. He's got an average rating of 7.01 and 21 assists, which is more what he's about, in my opinion. 5 man of the matches, which isn't great, but it's not too bad considering I've only been with him 2 years. Considering in comparison with Casola and Sensi, who I've been with for 4 or 5 years. So yeah, I'd say Barnes is on par with Cazorla and Sensi. If he got up to Sensi's sort of game level of 144, I think he'd have around the same amount of Man of the Match awards. I think the team really complements each other. I think, you know, you got a mixture of good defensive, good attacking, good, you know, supporting players, and I think it's a really good mix. But moving on to the strikers. Oh my god, the strikers. I had such a hard time choosing. I had so many good strikers on this game, and I don't know whether it's down to just the strikers being really good or the goalkeepers being really bad, but we had so many to choose from. I think I had about 15 strikers to choose from. It was ridiculous. But we eventually narrowed it down to 2, and again, there was a late switch in, and I don't know why he wasn't in, like, I don't know why he didn't have a guaranteed place. But anyway, the first striker, Hazen Yedding and Wycombe Wanderers, Josh Hope. Yes, he was so good, we signed him twice. Josh Hope on loan from MK Dons, I believe. Very good player, 44 games and 33 goals. So he's only played 11 more than he scored, which is, in my opinion, pretty impressive. An average rating of 7.21, 8 assists and 7 Man of the Match awards. This guy would run forever, as would the other striker. The other striker is more of a target man. Josh Hope more of an advanced forward, in my opinion. But a very, very good player. And yes, one of the 2 only regens in this team. Very, very good player. And speaking of very, very good players, we move on to our final player in the starting 11. Now, this was our second switch out. It was originally going to be George Purcell, who, if you do remember Life At, honestly, you were a legend if you do. But if you remember in the Life At series, he scored about 10 goals in about 4 games to put us up, to win us the playoffs, basically. He just turned into an absolute monster for the last like 3 games of the season, and I honestly just don't know where it came from, because the next season was absolute bollocks. But yeah, this guy consistently good. Andrew Osman, on loan from Sheffield Wednesday, plays for Wycombe Wanderers, and I so wish that I'd got these 2 as an actual strike partnership. I mean, technically I still could, but I don't think it'd be the same because it's been a while. But yeah, Andrew Osman, 62 games, 51 goals. Again, only in an 11 kind of difference between games played and goals scored. I think Hope have the better ratio though, because he's played less games, but then again he's scored less goals. I don't know. Anyway, Osman's average rating was 7.44, which is the best in the team. So why he wasn't considered, I don't know. 19 assists, so he's getting more assists as well than Josh Hope, and yeah, 12 Man of the Match awards, which again, highest in the team. So that is it. That's the best 11. Just 11 fantastic players there. And if I could sign all these players and put them in the same team, it would blow your mind how good that team would be. Now, obviously, their attributes aren't actually that good, but for the divisions that these guys were playing in, I feel like they were probably the better players in the divisions. Just absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. We'll give a couple of honourable mentions to some of the other players that didn't make it into the best 11. Joe Lumley for Hazen Yedding in goal, as well as Matt Ingram from Wycombe Wanderers. In defence, Daniel Wishart, left back for Hazen Yedding. In midfield, we've got Dominic Rowe for Harrogate, Francesco Urso for San Marino, Max Kretschmar for Wycombe Wanderers, Joe Hanks for Hazen Yedding, Adam Nowakowski and Simon Lenihan for Harrogate Town, Craig Nelthorpe also for Harrogate Town, and Byron Moore for Wycombe Wanderers. And in the kind of attacker roles, we've got Gide Ogunboti, Christian Durso, Marco Velotti for San Marino, who was so close to getting in that team. Matt McClure from Wycombe Wanderers, I completely forgot about him. Joe Bunny, completely forgot about him. Didn't even put him in the shortlist. Blimey. And Jake Spate, James Walshaw and Ryan Kendall, all for Harrogate Town. All amazing players, just not quite good enough to get into this. Not quite good enough to get into this fantastic starting 11. But yeah, that is it, guys. That is it from me. That is probably it for FM15. Like I said, the York City save, dead and buried. It just didn't go well. Didn't enjoy it. Never enjoyed managing York. I don't know why I put myself through it. I put myself through it about 4 times this year, and I just don't enjoy it. So yeah, I was kind of hoping. I think it was FM Campbell who had a good save with York. I don't know how that ended, but yeah, he had an alright save with them. I think he holidayed a year in the future though. I think I maybe should have done that. But anyway, yeah. The next time I will probably see you in FM terms will be for the first episode of Marching On Together, which will be my FM16 beta save with Leeds United. I may see you before then with an episode of The Rise of TNA or my TNA 2002 save. I need to play that actually. I haven't played that in a long time. But yeah, if you like the video, leave a like and let us know of your best 11 on FM15 in the comments section down below. And yeah, until then guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace.